Please welcome to the table of former Welsh Open finalist Andrew Higginson and former German Masters winner and Shootout champion Martin Gould.
Martin Gould, one of the most successful ever players in the Shootout. The short formats seem to suit him down to the ground. Of course, he won the title back in 2013, beating Mark Allen and not allowing Allen a single point in that final. He's been a Championship League winner on a couple of occasions. He won the now defunct Power Snooker 9 years ago. And he seems to relish this unique shootout environment. Used to play pool to a shot clock in his younger days in front of a boisterous crowd such as this, so very used to playing and thriving in this kind of arena. But he's been struggling, generally speaking, of late, Neil, and he needs ranking points badly with his tour card in mind.
Absolutely does. An interesting break-off shot there. The red's flown up the table, but it's gone awkwardly placed, ran in the way of it. Yeah, I mean, every time I see Martin Gould, and I always think what a good player he is, and I often wonder why he's not winning. Just one or two signs of it recently that he's not got any confidence, and that's what this game is all about. You know, he's missing shots for no obvious reason. But he seems to like playing in this event. I mean, former winner, and also every year he looks to be a pretty wise player around the table. I don't know what happened there. Some in joke that I missed anyway.
Yeah, the crowd have been tickled by something. Hard to believe now, isn't it, that it's 13 years ago that Higginson made the finals of the Welsh Open. He made a 1-4-7 against Carter, who's just gone through in the quarterfinals of that event, and was 2 up with 3 to play in the final against Neil Robertson, who pipped him to the post 9-8 in the end, with a very, very good cueist in his own right. Gould, of course, broke his ranking title duck in winning the German Masters, getting the better of Luca Brissell 4 years ago at the Templedrum in Berlin. Talking of Neil Robertson, of course, Gould famously was 11-5 up on Robertson in 2010 at the Crucible after a couple of sessions of their second round match. Robertson was convinced he'd lose, checked out of the hotel, and came back to win 13-12, won the title, became world champion. There's an error, though, from Higginson. Chance for Gould.
Yes, a chance with the black not really available from where he is.
He's made 3 centuries in this tournament, more than anyone else. He's missed that blue. It's been errors like that that have held him back in recent times. Currently sitting at 62 in the official rankings, so precariously placed. And just a handful of tournaments still to come to the end of the season. And the big one, of course, at the Crucible is less than 2 months away now.
Going to feel a bit of a different run-up to the World Championships, isn't it, with the, of course, no China Open, which precedes it usually, given the obvious problems in China right now. So players are not going to be as weary going into it. I'm quite interested to see how that affects the way the Championship is played this year, if it does at all. Awkward queuing on this. But playing it slowly to ensure it went in. Right in the middle. This is quite an acute angle.
11.
Well, it doesn't look much fun, this shot, to me. Just the narrowness of the pocket. Look how little pocket there is sticking out there. Well, he managed to find it. Managed to locate it, didn't he? Well done.
Yeah, just about wriggled in after doing the tour of the lip. Very well cued, though.
Playing a big shot here. The pink's not as easy as the blue, but what a well-struck shot. Just a bit awkwardly placed again. This break has not been easy. Something had to give in the end. Can't keep on putting difficult shots.
Yes, Gould relieved that his miss on the blue didn't prove to be too expensive. But he's struggling a bit out there, even in an environment where he has excelled in the past.
I'd say that almost sums his game up at the moment. He's missing balls inexplicably, I would say. He just can't work out what's wrong. But he's falling behind against a very steady campaigner, Andrew Higginson. This is where the shootout is such a big deal. Someone like Andrew Higginson, he could just completely reinvigorate his whole snooker career. As you mentioned, it was 13 years ago at the Welsh final. He's been there or thereabouts without ever pulling up a tree since then. He's got the chance come Sunday night to turn it all around, isn't he? And that's where this is such a great event.
It's one of those players who always looks good, and it's something of a head scratcher that he's not done a bit more in the game than he has since that memorable week in Wales. He's proving here that he's still very capable, and he's firmly in control of this particular match with 4 minutes to go. Well, it's looking a bit grim here for the former champion Martin Gould. Plenty of reds out in the open, already 38 in front, and time running out. Doesn't look as though it's going to be Gould's year to make it a second shootout crown.
I'll say it again, I mean, there is time, but at the moment he's not even at the table, and we're not sure how far this break's going to go with Higginson's, but he's still in command. He's in possession. He's got everything going for him. As long as he stays at the table, nothing anyone can do. Well, he didn't exactly show a lot of ambition there, did he? Taking the points, just running.
31.
Yeah, 48 in front, so good safety is the order of the day here. We're played as a shot to nothing. He's just missed the blue.
Well, what magic can Martin Gould drum up here? We've seen it before from him. He's got to just produce something from somewhere. Well, that's a starter. What a pot. I'm not putting it beyond him. Not the way he plays.
That was a fabulous pot, wasn't it? It's now or never for Martin. Reds aren't ideal, though.
Well, that's not a bad little kiss. That's kept the break alive. Getting the black is the ball, really. If he could top the black, because the black being on his spot helps him with the 4 reds down there. Oh, that was not good. That was the moment, I think, he had a chance.
Just felt as though he rushed that one a little. A rush of blood, and surely that is now game, set and match. Higginson back at the table, 41 in front. Only a minute and a half still to go.
1.
Frame ball.
9.
Snooker's required.
And I've never seen a shootout frame. There's been one with snookers needed and got. That's never happened in the history of it. It's not happening here either.
16.
Yeah, it's been a pretty comfortable 10 minutes work in the end for Andrew Higginson. Martin Gould had that slither of hope just now. Had he been able to get into a position to pot the last few reds, who knows? But he didn't look very comfortable out there today, and it does mirror what has been a disappointing campaign, disappointing couple of seasons for Martin Gould. He's going to need a very strong finish to the season to remain on the tour. In the meantime, it's congratulations to Andrew Higginson. He's won with something to spare there. Perhaps a surprisingly one-sided victory for Higginson. 74 points to 8. And he can look forward to the challenges ahead here at the Watford Coliseum. He is through to the second round here.